Welcome everybody, I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for coming along. I've got the June Astrology Overview for you. A bit of a mixed month, but mostly a positive month in many respects. We've got a Minor Grand Trine and a few other bits and pieces happening. So let's go to the board right now. And firstly, I'll draw two tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. And I might stand up actually. We'll see what comes out. All right, so first half of the month, what do I see? A lot of birds in the sky here. This is basically saying look at the big picture view. Just spend some time basically just sitting and allowing whatever it is to come into your mind without judging it. You know, every now and again you might get an idea that is pure gold. The card that comes up, I'm going to go for that one. The King of Swords, the mental realms. So, and he's even wearing this sort of indigo blue colour. It is about thinking logically, but I also think with this there is a certain level of intuition involved as well. A lot of people don't like this card because it is thinking logically, and sometimes there's a tendency for some people to be a little bit ruthless with it. So I wouldn't recommend that if you could help it at all. But if you look closely, you may see there's lots of butterflies in the background, and this indicates new beginnings. So also you could meet somebody like this, and they're usually quite a clever person, and they may hold a professional job like a lawyer or an accountant, but more a lawyer. And you'll see here that this fellow's seated on a diamond with a diamond at the back. Diamonds come from heat and pressure. So somebody that's reached this level of control in their own mind is usually someone who's done the hard yards. They've been through a lot of experiences and they usually know what they're talking about. So this could be you, or it could be someone that you meet. King of Swords, the beginning of the month for probably the first two and a half weeks of the month. Now the second card that comes up for June Astrology Overview. So the focus is on one bird here. It's still in the sky, so it's still about your thinking, but this bird has a chain around its leg with a key on the chain. So that's basically saying you've got the key to success in some way, and then it turns into a ring. So rings are about completion, marriage obviously, coming together with the energy of the opposite, the other person. And so this is good because it means that you're bringing energy in to your personality that will become yours, so no one can take it away from you then. The card that comes up is, I'm going to go with that one, the Two of Pentacles. It's about your money, generally speaking. Sometimes it can be about your physical body because this is an earthly suite, but mostly it's money. It doesn't indicate whether it's a positive or negative outcome, but rather that money and organising money is on your agenda. So for the second half of the month, I always think it's positive myself though because of just the greens, the colours. But traditionally it's a neutral sort of card, but it's just saying that money will need to be organised and that it will be a feature of the second half of the month. Here's your horoscope, or I should say, here's the horoscope overview for June. So let's make that a bit bigger so you can see. And let's also keep these two cards in mind, if I can pick them up. That's the second one there, and the first one there. So just keep them in mind while I talk about what's happening in June. We start the month off with this Minor Grand Trine. The first feature that you'll notice is Saturn and Neptune are almost exactly conjunct, 28 minutes, 1 minute 52, so 1.5 degrees apart, but pretty close. So Saturn and Neptune, unusual combo there, and it could be about making your spirituality physical, making it real, and there's a test involved in doing that. Can you bring your hopes and dreams down to earth? Can you manifest physical reality? Pluto up here in Aquarius, which is retrograde, so it's all happening internally, is about hopes and dreams, but also your friends, groups and associates. And then Uranus, another transpersonal planet, is down here in your financial zone, hence this card here, the Two of Pentacles. So Taurus is an earthly sign, very often interested in luxury items and money. Uranus here brings unpredictable, volatile energies to your finances, but not necessarily negative, but just unpredictable. And these planets, both these planets, Pluto and Uranus, are funneling their energies towards the focal planets Saturn and Neptune. So this is going to bring quite a spiritual time, but you are being tested to bring your ideas down to earth, to physically manifest your spirituality in some way. There's no retrogrades, no new retrogrades coming up this month. However, Venus is conjunct Chiron on the 2nd of June, and what that means here, Venus moving forward here, this conjunction, it's about healing matters associated with Venus. So Taurus and Libra will feel this probably more strongly than the other signs, but it could be matters of the heart, love, affection, justice, peace, beauty. Any area where you've been wounded like that in the past is going to probably come up, and you'll need to re-examine the situation and just put your hand out for healing, basically. Ask the universe for healing. Venus enters Taurus on the 6th, and because Venus is the ruler of Taurus, Taurians will feel this quite strongly. And this is a love of beautiful objects, beautiful possessions, furniture, clothes, beautiful house, having everything very stable, very secure. Taurus loves that. Reliable, physical sort of energy. Taurians can be quite sensual. Might be time to have a massage, have a facial, a facelift I was going to say. A facial, I meant. A facial. Things like that. So it's a lovely time for self-pampering and enjoying yourself. Mercury is conjunct Jupiter on the 9th here, and Mercury coming together with Jupiter is going to amplify your communications and probably also your thoughts. You could be having a lot of thoughts coming through. Write them all down. If you do that and you go back over them, you'll see that there might be some real nuggets of gold there for you in your thinking that you can use. So hence this card here, the thinking card. We also have Mercury going into Cancer on the 9th of June, and this could mean that there's some sort of emotional conversation, emotional thoughts. It could be thoughts about home and family, because Cancer is the 4th house, so home and family. But it's more likely you'll wear your heart on your sleeve and really say how you feel about things. Jupiter then also will enter Cancer, and that's going to amplify it even more. You could learn a lot. It's also a bit of a lucky influence and a positive influence in Cancer. You might find that even if you don't get on with family members, things improve and you can talk about something in a constructive way. The full moon will be in Sagittarius on the 11th, and this is great for a culmination or something coming to a head regarding your spirituality. You might have great insights into something. It could also be to do with travel. Maybe you're thinking about going on a holiday, especially long distance travel, more than short around your local area. That's probably not so relevant. But long distance travel, philosophy, anything to do with something that's different, unconventional, exotic, that sort of thing. And there could be a lot of emotion and sort of subconscious energy coming up about that. Jupiter in Cancer will square Saturn in Aries. Saturn in Aries and Jupiter in Cancer are squaring. It's a square aspect. It's a difficult aspect, However, it is workable. Initially, you might feel quite frustrated or blocked and not be able to deal with it initially, but as you focus on it more and more, you'll find ways that you can go under, go over, go around any sort of difficulties. So it's a testing influence, but you can often work with it to the point where you succeed in some fashion. Maybe not exactly what you thought, but in some way you can get a win there. It's like every cloud has a silver lining. The sun is conjunct, what's that? I can't even read it. Can't read it. Can't read my own writing. The sun enters Cancer, not conjunct, I'm sorry. The sun enters Cancer. Happy birthday to all Cancerians. And with this, you're likely to have a lot of insight and awareness, and you can really look down deep inside yourself and see your own motivations and see your own feelings. And again, it's about wearing your heart on your sleeve. That is the 21st of June. Oh, and I need to mention also that Jupiter squaring Neptune is the 19th of June. So the Sun conjuncts Jupiter again on the 25th, and that's going to again amplify all of the feelings around home and family. And again, it's a lucky influence. Maybe there's some positives, like I was saying before. Even if something initially appears negative, there's a silver lining to every cloud. The new moon also comes into Cancer again, more about the family and the home, and just really feels all the feelings deep down inside. So the new moon is new beginnings, a fresh start. You feel rejuvenated. You feel more vital. And then finally, we have Mercury moving into Leo as well. Bold, dramatic conversations and communications. It's like the spotlight is on you. People are paying attention to you. You might have more energy than usual. You might find that you're appearing more on stage or more in public, in the public eye in some fashion. People notice you more. So often Leo is a warm, generous sort of person who does like to help other people and does like to give. So Mercury there is all about putting that message out into the universe and into the world. So that's it. And I'd just like to thank you for coming along today and watching. I hope this makes sense to you. The horoscopes are going up on the website as we speak. So I'm up to Scorpio. I'm getting there. They're very in-depth horoscopes, so do come and check them out. Okay, leave a comment and a like. I would appreciate that. And if you're new, subscribe and be alive. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.